What's going on, everybody? Johnny DK back at it again with another banger video. If y'all boys haven't watched my last video, make sure y'all tune in. My last video was the Jacksonville pit video. It was filled with action content, like just straight action on there. Like, it was lit. My last video did pretty good in numbers. I'm pretty satisfied. I wanted to say thank you if you tuned in already to my last video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications. Be notified when I post my videos. But today's video is installing my new steering wheel and uploading a new tune to the Vette, because I'm not satisfied with how my car bangs on rev limiter. I wanted to sound more aggressive on rev limiter, so I have my new tuner. I'm gonna put his Instagram right here. Make sure y'all hit him up. He tunes LS cars, and we just gonna get this tune in today. We're gonna throw on the new steering wheel. I'm gonna show you guys the steering wheel right now. Give me a second. Let me show you guys. So this is the new steering wheel. As y'all can see on this steering wheel, it's flat on the bottom. It doesn't really glide through my hands as well. Like, my hands be getting caught up here. I needed something more round. But the only thing I don't like about this one is it has the blue stitching. So right now I'm gonna stop by Walmart to buy some black dye, and I'm gonna dye the stitching black so it don't look so tacky, because I got red here, so blue wouldn't really go with the car. But yeah, this is an OEM steering wheel. All the buttons still gonna work. That's my main concern why I didn't go with aftermarket steering wheel, because I wanted my cruise control. I still want my rev match, and I just wanted my buttons. I want this build to still look OEM as possible. Like, so that's what we doing today. I'm gonna do a little installation of the steering wheel, and I'm gonna show you guys when I'm programming the tune onto this car, and I'm gonna give you guys some POV how the car sounds now. So stay tuned for all that. We're gonna go in Walmart and buy the black dye right now. Alright, y'all, so I got the black dye. This is what I'm gonna be using today. What I'm gonna do is put it on this cotton swab and then just touch all around so everything is all black. So this is how it came out so far. I still gotta go over it like 2 more times because it still got little hints of blue. But if you got blue stitching in anywhere in your car and you want to change it, just buy color dye. Look at that, from blue to black. So way better now. We about to put this thing in the car. Alright, so we on the steering wheel now. There's a hole here and a hole on the other side of the steering wheel. You're basically gonna put in a screwdriver and wait till you feel like a springy latch. Once you feel that springy latch, you push it in and then pull the airbag out. I recommend you take out the battery, because it's gonna be honking the horn a lot, so it gets quite annoying honking the horn. But I'm gonna show you guys how I take it out real quick. Heard that? Once you hear that spring, you make sure you hold the other side, so when you press this side, it doesn't pop out. Alright guys, after fighting it for a little while, I managed to get it out. But look, this is what you're gonna need to do next. In there, you're going to see 2 airbag wires. See those little orange levers? You have to lift both of them up on each side, and then you can pull out the wire. After that, there's a T50 bit back there. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, there it is right there. That in there, T50 bit. Unplug all the wires, then the T50 bit is the only thing holding the steering wheel in place. Then I gotta switch over the wiring harness over to the other steering wheel, and that's basically it. Your first step, when you have the steering wheel out, you're gonna pull this out. There's no bolt holding this. You pull it out, but you won't be able to pull it out all the way because there will be connectors in the back. You gotta undo those connectors. Then when that's undone, you have the whole wiring harness that you had to unplug each of them. Unplug this one, unplug this one, unplug this one, unplug this one, and then there's four bolts for these buttons and 2 bolts for the paddle shifters in the back. After that, you should be able to switch everything back over, and then just repeat the process, tighten everything back up, plug this back in on each side. Make sure your wiring harness isn't flipped. For me, it's gray on the left, black on the right. And that's literally it. Just plug this up, take it back in the car, plug back up the airbag, tighten up this T-head, and that's it. Even though this is another OEM steering wheel, any aftermarket carbon fiber steering wheels should be the same exact process with switching over the wiring harness. So any other steering wheel, you could watch this video and it'll work on C7 Corvettes. So this is a pretty easy job. This job took me like about, I'd say like 30-45 minutes, and now I just gotta put everything back together. All right guys, so now when you put the steering wheel back on, make sure you put the airbag wires through the steering wheel first. Fish them through. You don't want to forget that, them airbag wires. Also, when you take off this steering wheel, make sure the steering wheel is straight. There should be a little line to line it up, but to line up the screw, but that's literally it right there. Then I'm just gonna plug everything back in. First, gotta tighten up this T50 screw. Make sure you tighten it up by hand first, so we know we're not stripping anything. We don't want to cross thread anything. I took the T50 bolts out with my impact gun. It's all up to you if you wanna. Now that I got that tightened, I'm just gonna plug back in everything. There's one wire here. Plug this one back up. Plug the airbag wires. Okay. And I forgot to say too, before unplugging any airbags, you should leave the car with the battery out for at least 30 minutes so the airbag doesn't explode in your face. And just press this back in. It should press back in. And if you have trouble pressing it back in, probably a wire is in the way from letting it go all the way in. So just make sure all your wires are tucked good. Once your wires are tucked good, everything should go right in place, just like that. There goes my new steering wheel. Now on to tuning. So basically my HP tuners is connected to the OBD2 port. It's on, but the engine is not running. So what you do is you hold this without pressing the clutch or the brake, and then it will put it on the on position. Once it's on the on position, I open up my HP tuners file from my boy, right vehicle, right, and that's it. As simple as that. And my tune is writing right now. Once it's done, I'm gonna check back in with y'all, give y'all some POV of me testing everything out, and I'm gonna send the tuner the logs of how the car is running and stuff, so he can make sure everything is all good. Haha! Y'all boys saw the fans. Alright guys, so we're gonna try out his other tune that he sent me. See how this one goes. Remember, nothing is perfect because he still has to see the logs and readjust the tune, so. Wait till there's no cars. Okay. Scanning, we're good here. Alright y'all boys, it is the next day and I was talking to my tuner and we came up on the agreement that I should just order the two-step module so I could hear that red line like how I want to. And I got lucky on Marketplace and I found one for only 150 bucks, so it's not bad, it's pretty good. Yeah, so once I'm gonna do that install in this same video. So maybe if you have a C7 Corvette and you want to install it, not even on C7, on Camaro, it's all the same thing because Camaros have LT1 motors as well. So anything with the LT1 motor, you will know how to install the two-step module. And we just gonna retune my car later because he's trying to read my air fuel ratio gauge, but I don't have it connected to the OBD2 port. So I had to order the OBD2 port connection so he could read the AFR gauge properly, because the only way he could read it now is through video. With the OBD2 port, when I send him the log, he could read my AFR gauge correctly. So he was just saying he don't want to read it through the video because it's not as accurate with the OBD2 port through the log, and on computer is way better. It's 100% accurate like that, so he could get proper readings and just tune it the right way, because I'm missing out on a little bit of horsepower right now, so we gotta get that handled. But yeah, we gonna hop right into this two-step installation. Yes sir. Alright, so you basically have to run this. It's what goes in between the coil pack plug. That's literally it. Very simple, just plug and play. This is the two-step module, and basically I'm going to be running the blue wire because I'm not running it to my clutch. I'm gonna be running it to a switch, so I'm using the blue wire, run it inside the car, connect that positive wire to the switch, and then ground the other circuit for the switch. And that's literally it. That's all it takes. And then all I'm gonna do now is just tuck all these wires the correct way so it doesn't look so messy, run that wire, and I'll get back to y'all when I wire up the switch. For the wiring, I came through there for the positive wire. Don't mind the lighting, I'm just trying to show you guys in there. You have to unscrew that T-bolts, and I put that wire behind this so it could look good. And I took off this panel. Now I'm gonna route this all the way to the center console over there. I'm gonna put the switch, hide the switch in there. Alright y'all, this is the finished product. Wires all tucked and hidden. I zip tied the two-step module right here. Route the wire through here, under there. Ran it under the footwell, followed it through here, put my switch right here. Up is on, down is off. Nice and hidden, you can't see it. That's how I wanted it to be, nice and hidden. I don't want nobody to be able to see I have a switch. You feel me? Ha ha! We ain't talking about that switch, but you feel me? Alright y'all, I'm gonna give y'all a little demonstration how the two-step sounds. Turn on the car right quick. Turn on the switch. Alright y'all boys, so we got a little good installation video in today. Steering wheel and two-step module, and y'all saw how I programmed the tune on my Corvette. It's a little T video. Next video is gonna be my girl driving. I know I promised that last time, but things got a little complicated, so we still gonna do that video. Stay tuned for that. If you're still watching right now and you haven't hit the subscribe button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, drop a comment, and hit that bell for notifications. Be the first one to be notified when I drop a video. We going crazy with this YouTube content. I got some major things cooking up this week. Stay tuned for my next video. Johnny DK, I'm out.